There are things in our universe that we still just cannot explain. Not ancient myths, not internet rumors, but real, documented mysteries that even modern science cannot fully solve. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to explore the absolute edges of human knowledge and see exactly where modern science hits a wall.
I mean, think about it. We live in an age of incredible technology. Satellites, supercomputers, AI processing data at light speed. Yet, despite decades of rigorous research, these anomalies remain completely unanswered. And honestly, the most fascinating part? Some of them are happening right now, challenging our brightest minds.
Section 1. Mysteries of the Cosmos. The Scale of the Unknown.
Let's kick things off with a number, 72. That number represents one of the wildest moments in astronomy. Back on August 15, 1977, the Big Ear Telescope in Ohio detected a massive, narrow-band radio signal from deep space. Now, because the telescope used the Earth's rotation to scan the sky, its observation window for any given spot was exactly 72 seconds. And this signal, it filled that entire window perfectly. It was so mind-blowing that the astronomer looking at the printout just grabbed a red pen and wrote "Wow" right next to it.
For decades, the absolute top theory was the alien transmission hypothesis. The WOW signal came in at exactly 1420.45 megahertz, the hydrogen line. Basically, that's considered the most logical, universally understood channel for deliberate interstellar communication. But hold on, because recently a brand new scientific proposal dropped, the 2024 superradiance hypothesis. Researchers are now saying, hey, what if this was a super rare natural phenomenon, like a transient flare from a highly magnetized neutron star that got amplified by a massive cloud of hydrogen gas? So was it an alien transmission, or just a brilliant cosmic accident? Since the signal literally never repeated, we still don't know for sure.
Okay, moving past rogue radio signals, we have to talk about dark matter. Only an incredibly tiny fraction of our universe is made of regular matter, stars, planets, you and me. The vast majority of it is dark matter. It's this invisible scaffolding holding the whole universe together. We know it's there because galaxies spin in ways that physically shouldn't be possible based on visible matter alone. Something invisible is pulling on them with massive gravity. But here's the catch. It doesn't emit, reflect, or block light at all. It passes right through us like a ghost.
But even though it's invisible, we are actually making some massive breakthroughs. Get this. In January 2026, data from the James Webb Space Telescope let scientists map dark matter at the highest resolution ever. This data proved that dark matter forms this incredible cosmic web of dense regions and lower-density filaments, and what's really amazing is that it proves dark matter actually pulled regular matter together, essentially kickstarting the early formation of galaxies. Basically, dark matter and regular matter grew up together. Without it, the universe might not even have the elements needed for life. Yet, despite all this, what a dark matter particle actually is remains completely unknown.
Section 2. Earth's Unexplained Phenomena. Sensory limits and localized anomalies.
Now, we don't always have to look up at the stars to find the unexplained. Imagine a sound you just can't escape. Since the early 1990s, in the small town of Taos, New Mexico, people have reported this strange, persistent humming noise. They describe it as a low, constant drone, kind of like a distant diesel engine idling. But here's the real mystery. Only about 2% of the population can actually hear it.
And we know it's not just ringing in their ears. The auditory profile clocks in precisely between 32 and 80 hertz. It causes very real physical symptoms too. Headaches, severe insomnia, nausea, and it primarily affects middle-aged adults. Some even report their dogs acting super agitated. In 1993, there was a massive investigation. They tested everything from ground vibrations to high-pressure pipelines, even electromagnetic fields. Nothing. Their instruments could not record any unusual low-frequency sounds that matched the reports. So, no physical source has ever been confirmed. The Taos hum is a true sensory enigma.
Even more dramatic and visually wild is ball lightning. During thunderstorms, people sometimes report these glowing spheres just floating in the air. Now, regular lightning is a split-second flash, right? But ball lightning can stick around for over a minute. It floats silently, moves horizontally against the wind, and incredibly, it can pass right through solid barriers like glass windows or the metal hulls of airplanes. It packs lethal energy, too. Historical accounts even describe these things causing massive damage and killing researchers back in the 1700s.
Because it's so incredibly rare, scientists are really torn between two competing theories. On one hand, you have the vaporized silicon model, which suggests a lightning strike hits the ground and vaporizes silica in the soil into a floating, glowing ball of burning silicon. But that doesn't really explain how it gets inside a closed airplane cabin, does it? So then you have the microwave cavity model, proposed by Zhejiang University in 2017. They suggest a relativistic electron bunch from a lightning strike creates an intense burst of microwaves trapped inside a plasma bubble. And since microwaves can pass through glass, the bubble can form indoors. It's a brilliant theory, but nature still refuses to let us reliably reproduce it in a lab.
Section 3. The Mind and Human History. Internal Biology and Ancient Ingenuity.
Let's pivot for a second. Not all mysteries are out there in the world. Some are locked inside us. 50%. That staggering number represents a profound mystery of the human mind. What if belief alone could physically heal your body? In a landmark migraine study published in Science Translational Medicine, patients were given a pill clearly marked placebo. They knew for a fact it wasn't real medicine. Yet this open-label placebo was an incredible 50% as effective as the actual real drug in reducing their pain.
This shows us that the placebo effect isn't just positive thinking. It is a massive, measurable neurobiological response. Brain scans show that just the ritual of receiving treatment sparks intense activity. The middle frontal gyrus kicks in to initiate opioidergic inhibition, basically prescribing pain relief straight from your brain's internal pharmacy. Your striatum releases dopamine. Your prefrontal cortex literally overrides pain signals. The real mystery here isn't if placebos work, but why our biology evolved to need the symbolic ritual of a fake treatment to unlock our own healing potential.
Shifting gears from biology to human ingenuity, we have the Antikythera mechanism. This thing is a 2,000-year-old mystery. It was possibly first calibrated around 178 BC, sank in a shipwreck around 70 to 60 BC, and was eventually found by sponge divers in 1901. But it wasn't until 2005, when Cardiff University used X-ray tomography, that we finally got to look inside. And what scientists found literally shocked them. It was an ancient, hand-powered bronze analog computer packed with 37 complex meshing gears.
Technology this advanced simply shouldn't have existed in that era, period. Recent statistical data has actually completely changed our understanding of it, proving the device tracked a highly precise 354-day lunar calendar. It could track planets, mimic the moon's irregular orbit, and predict eclipses with a mechanical precision that the world literally wouldn't see again until the astronomical clocks of 14th century Europe. Who exactly designed this masterpiece, and how did that level of knowledge completely vanish for over 1,000 years? We still don't know.
Section 4. Debunking the Bermuda Triangle. When science solves the myth.
But hey, not all mysteries stay mysterious. Sometimes, rigorous data actually completely unravels the legend. Let's look at the Bermuda Triangle. Pop culture loves to blame alien abductions, time warps, or magnetic energy fields. But the cold, hard facts tell a totally different story. Both the U.S. Coast Guard and the insurance giant Lloyd's of London confirm that the rate of disappearances there, it's completely normal for the ocean. There's zero statistical anomaly. What there is insanely heavy maritime traffic combined with the violently unstable weather of the Gulf Stream and a bunch of tricky, shallow Caribbean waters.
The U.S. Navy and Coast Guard sum it up perfectly as the combined forces of nature and human fallibility. Take the famous disappearance of Flight 19 in 1945, the event that basically started the whole legend. Declassified records show the squadron leader actually showed up with a hangover. His compasses were broken, the weather turned terrible, and he stubbornly flew his team deeper out to the open ocean instead of turning back toward land. At the end of the day, human error and powerful nature are the real culprits in this patch of ocean.
We live in an age of incredible discovery, but as we've seen, the universe still refuses to reveal everything. Some mysteries like the Bermuda Triangle fade away when we look at the data, but others, dark matter, the wow signal, the healing power of our own minds, they only seem to get deeper the closer we look. So which mystery do you think is the most shocking? Which one will science solve next? Drop a comment below. And if you want more unexplained stories like this, make sure to subscribe to Top X Secrets. Thanks for exploring this explainer with me, and keep questioning the unknown.